Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. This is Ragnarok here with what looks like it could potentially be the final episode of the campaign. We're going to work towards getting Galmaraz completing the objectives for this quest. However, more realistically, probably I'm going to break this into two episodes. We'll just get the quest objectives completed this episode, and then next episode we'll do the quest, unless of course this doesn't take over long. So we'll just get started here. Yeah, and work towards finish. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to occupy there. Whoops. Oh my gosh, why am I such an idiot? Yeah, right, so we'll have to come down here and do the Death Gorge. Yeah. Right. Anyway, see if we can clear out some of these agents. So yeah, this is definitely certainly going to take a little bit longer because we're going to have to go through a few more turns. Turns. Critical success. Good job, Belmont. Whatever, doesn't really matter there. I'll keep building up here. I'm glad to see. I've been noticing that everybody's been watching the episodes of this series a little bit more often recently. I think that's probably due to the Wood Elf. I'm glad the war with the Wood Elves. I'm glad to see that everyone has really been enjoying all of that stuff. So. Wondering if we should.
What brings you here?
Yeah, we'll just leave him in this army. It's only level 13.
Relics of power.
Yeah, glad to see everyone's enjoyed watching me struggle through that war with the Wood Elves. It has been a real slog. We've almost finished them off. Looks like Bretonia. Ah man, I really wish we would have got down here before these fools. That is unfortunate. I just waited a little bit too long to get down there. We can get rid of this guy.
What does the Emperor bid?
But in any case, we might as well.
I trust no man.
Start building here. Don't really want to come around that way with him. Just because. Are they? Yeah, they are sieging
Who wishes
it.
the grail?
I will marshal the men.
Yeah, but the thing is, if we come around this way with this army, and they take this next turn, then we're gonna get the trespassing
They will be judged.
penalty in diplomacy, which I'd prefer not to agitate the Bretonians at this point.
The Empire.
What does the Emperor bid?
But at the same time, if we are going to finish these guys off, probably gonna need this force. This is the only force that's not in terrible shape right now. Actually, how is the public order in these provinces? How come is it so good here? And over here at the Waterfall Palace, it's not as good. Technologies too, buildings. Oh, character. Oh, okay, right. Got a character here. Well, that makes sense then. Yeah, these two captains were injured previously. We'll put
Is it time? Yes, General.
you inside the army there.
Weapon practice.
The Empire.
And then I guess Schwarzhelm.
Rise Sigmar.
Actually, technically, Schwarzhelm should be commanding the demigriffs.
Yes, my lord.
Let's actually switch those over.
Sigmar compels us.
Damn it to hell. Just switch everything. Make it easy. There we go. Oh my goodness. That was a lot more difficult than it needed to be. Silver and Kirk and Albert Einstein. Yeah, that looks good for his army.
To the provinces.
And I guess we'll throw these Empire captains in the other army.
On march!
We're not getting replenishment here.
It is for the best.
Force march back to here. Will we get replenishment?
The
No.
nation
Oh,
calls.
that was a
How
waste.
should we proceed? Your orders?
I will marshal the men.
What?
What does the Emperor bid?
Oh, but these
By
armies
the
are cool.
comet.
Why don't we merge one of these?
Yes, my lord.
And then
Directly.
we'll put you in the army.
They'll be marching, all right.
Not that it really matters. I think I'm probably gonna disband one of these armies, potentially. I mean, I should just really be focusing on wrapping things up, to be perfectly honest. Alright, we actually will bring this guy around. We could force march him.
Ill considered.
These two armies are not too much of a threat. Could possibly take this, but no, I don't think so.
Futile.
Yeah, well, we pretty much got them finished. The Bretonians are more or less going to finish them off by the looks of things. Yeah, I'll do just a little bit of building. I guess should just really be focusing on taking care of Franz's quest, getting that all sorted. Not worrying too much about any of this other stuff since we're wrapping things up.
Praise be to Sigmar.
But I really would have loved to continue
Sigmarite
playing through this campaign.
Archlector. Your word is my
I'm gonna park you here for now. And then we'll move him into there next turn. I just don't want the rebellion. Why don't we build this? Potentially get some more mages. So not really a priority there. Ah. Yeah. I don't really need to build any of this stuff. So we should be building some of these. Diplomacy, how are our relations with the dwarves and the Bretonians? Alright, it's okay.
By the light of the
I'll send you guys
welcome.
a gift.
How fares the Emperor? You are soon.
And we can give the dwarves a gift next turn. Alright, cool.
There is power. There is power within prayer. The winds blow strong.
Yeah, let's see if we can finish Sword of Justice here. That would be nice. Well, actually, we're not going to be able to finish Sword of Justice completely, but it would be nice to at least finish this chapter. So, alright, as it happens, I have neither the time nor the men for what needs to be done, Schwarzhelm said at last. We've achieved a great deal here, but the task is not finished. I've had word from Averheim, an armored party from Fernic, Appletrom, of all the people, has caught up with us. My counselor has been speaking to him, it would seem. They're calling me back. Block didn't know what to say to that. He'd not been party to any of the events in the city. Saying anything risked exposing his ignorance. How goes the succession? He asked, hoping that wasn't a stupid question. Schwarzhelm snorted his disdain. They're fighting openly now, but it's worse than that. The Leitdorf candidate's a traitor. Verstholen's message found me just this morning. He looked west, and his lungs filled with a huge, weary sigh. I'll have to return. If he's right, this can't be ignored. Block looked back down at the army uncertainly. The orcs had been defeated, but there would be a splinter band still at large. Turn back now would risk all that had been achieved. Does Verstholen say how serious a threat Leitdorf is? Asked Block. We still have... I know. You want to finish the task at hand. There are greenskins left alive. Schwarzhelm pursed his lips in thought. We're being stretched. Do you not think it odd that, just when my presence is needed in Aberheim, an incursion of orcs comes through the most heavily guarded pass in the Empire to cause havoc, and that when I have been drawn out here to snuff out that threat, then it's Aberheim that dissolves into civil war? We are being played with, Airblock. Verstholen warned me we were being manipulated. They're assaulting us on all fronts. Block felt the truth of that. The more he learned about the situation, the less he liked it. They needed more men, more time, more supplies. For all its beauty, Averland was turning into a swamp. Couldn't see a solution. To ignore the situation in the city was impossible. To ignore the orcs was irresponsible. We have a choice, said Schwarzhelm. West to Averheim or east to Greenstadt and the passes. Which of them appeals to you, Airblock? Which would you choose? Was he being tested? Block couldn't believe that Schwarzhelm didn't already know what he wanted to do. Block's mind worked quickly, assessing the options, the manpower, the distances. Do you have to choose? We still have many men here. The orcs are mostly routed. If you need to return to Averheim with half the troops, I can lead the men who remain. Schwarzhelm looked at him shrewdly. That had occurred to me, he said, but we'd be stretching ourselves thin, maybe too thin. But if the orcs have been scattered, they're still dangerous. We don't know how many remain. A damn sight fewer than there were. And then, it almost happened. For a split second, Schwarzhelm's face twitched. His eyes glittered mischievously. Some men might have called that a smile. Block wouldn't have dared, but it was certainly something damn close to one. That there are, Herr Block, Schwarzhelm said, a kernel of savage satisfaction in his voice. That there are. He looked west again, as if by peering in the direction of Averheim, he'd get some kind of confirmation of his decision. I'll be honest with you, he said at last. Since arriving in Averland, I've not felt myself. It's been as if some force has turned against me, weighing down on my mind. The city is at the heart of it. If Verstholen's right, then it may be that Averheim is perilous for me. It's only out here, doing the honest work of a soldier, that I've come even close to remembering who I am. I can think clearly here. Block said nothing. Schwarzhelm was speaking candidly. Amazingly candidly. It was as if the big man needed something to confide in. In the absence of Verstholen, it seemed to fall to Block to fulfill that role. Your offer of leading the men east to steal the passes while I respond to Verstholen's missive scares me. Schwarzhelm turned back to Block. Does that surprise you, that a man like me would be scared of anything? Block began to feel very uncomfortable. Before Turgis, Schwarzhelm had been like a name from the time of legends, a figure of such transcendent power that the very idea of him having emotions or anxieties as a mortal man did would have been laughable. And yet here he was, laying them down as plain as day. He shouldn't be, Schwarzhelm continued. Only a fool claims to fear nothing. I've heard the Emperor himself confess fears. It makes us stronger to acknowledge the fear within us. The question, Herr Block, is what one does with that knowledge. Does fear become the master, propelling us forward like puppets, or do we test ourselves against it? Do we embrace our fear, or run from it? Can't imagine you running from anything, sir, said Block. As soon as the words left his mouth, he wished he could reel them back in. It sounded clumsy and obsequious. He was not built for such talk. Do not say run. Question of choice. Schwarzhelm fell silent. Block, worried about something equally stupid, kept his mouth shut. For a few terrible moments, Schwarzhelm remained unmoving, lost in thought. The wind around them lifted the grass gently below them, Locke could hear the men of the army stir themselves. As the sun climbed higher, the need to move on would grow. They needed direction. As he had done in the woods after Grunwald's death, Locke felt the burden of command keenly. He had an inkling that Schwarzhelm felt it too. For some reason, he knew that decision he was wrestling with was vitally important. More than tactics, more than strategy. Schwarzhelm went back to Averheim, and something was going to happen. It was the key to all of this. All of them, friend and foe alike, wanted him there for some reason. Alright, very interesting stuff. We're actually very close to the end of the chapter here. There's just about 2/3 of a page left. Just want to note there, one of my favorite quotes in this whole book is what Schwarzhelm says there: only a fool claims to fear nothing, which I think is, yeah, very fitting of his character, and really, really awesome quote. But anyway, I'm not going to delve too much into depth with that. We're going to get back to the task at hand, and hopefully I can wrap this thing up somewhat reasonably here. I feel like we're off to a bit of a clumsy start, to be honest. Let's pop you into the army, just because it gives us that additional public order. It is a little bit more expensive to keep them in the army, because when the agents are sitting outside the army, they're not subject to the supply lines penalty. But getting that extra little bit of public order will help slow down any kind of rebellion. Now, the problem is, okay, gotta start bringing you guys over to
Yes. Onwards.
Doomkeep. I think.
Yes.
Moving over that way. Ooh, moving him. Brought it down to -5 there. +12.
There is power within prayer.
Alright, we'll move him there.
What do you require?
Just keep an eye on this shenanigans. Slowly getting that all under control. Alright, where were we? Down in the forest here. Oh, the elves are making a run for it. Poor bastards, yeah. They're pretty well screwed. Is this, getting a trespasses against Bretonia? Bollocks.
Ulrich's will.
Gonna give us more trespasses, I believe. Oh wow, these guys are gonna stand and fight. There's no reason for us to manually resolve that, though. These guys at full strength a moment ago? What the fuck? Wow. That's pretty impressive that they did that much damage on our freaking artillery.
Who calls? Sigmar compels us.
By Sigmar's right.
This guy's making a run for it. I'm not gonna catch him there. Move you to there. And just see if we can run him down.
Rise Sigmar.
If you catch up to these guys too.
To the provinces.
It's totally unnecessary. Send all 3 of these armies after them, but no, whatever.
Cleanse the empire.
Hodor is back too.
What do you require?
Yes. You are judged. Seek out the heretics.
Oh, good job. Yeah, we need to build the public order buildings over here. Maybe that's what I should have done instead of the additional garrison. Anyway, not a big deal. I don't think public order is going to be a problem before we get these armies freed up. We can always send them back, manage the public order. Yeah, none of this really. Actually, scouting actually is not a bad idea.
I command here.
God damn it to hell! I wish I didn't occupy this. Son of a bitch. Do they even have any settlements left? Oh my god, this is bad. This is very, very bad. If the orcs get here before us, we gotta get up here to this settlement and just keep. Or sorry, if the dwarves get there before us.
In the name of
Franz,
Magnus,
get moving.
bring me to my men.
Come around this way.
To battle.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to get there before us, but we'll just use this to stack over and over again. God dang. Alright, well, I think I am just going to, actually, I'm just going to speed through this a little bit. I don't think I'm going to bother building anything here.
Do you wish the lady's favor? A
Just
wise move.
keep the diplomacy, just keep an eye on the
Yes.
public order
All here.
and our relations with the dwarves and the Bretonnians.
King Llewellyn Leon, let the supplicant come
And
forward.
try and complete Franz's quest here.
Welcome, friends of the Dowie. Very well.
And call it a campaign. I'm also running out of time. It's only a few hours before the guild. Well, actually, before the big update for the game drops, which I'll be starting a guild campaign pretty much right away, I think. So, which should already technically, if everything goes according to plan, should already be. First couple episodes of that should already be posted on the channel. By the time this gets posted. Why the fuck aren't you moving? There you go. Get in there. What? Why won't you go in there? The fuck?
By Sigmar. I will go.
There we go. That was weird. I don't know. Clicking there and he wasn't jumping in. Anyway, well, we'll just leave him sit up here for now. Manage the public order there. Yeah, 44%. Oh wow, looks like he succeeded there. Good job.
By the comet.
He's on a bit of a roll here.
Wizard.
You guys can stay point. Research available. Damn. Should have probably researched that sometime sooner. Though we haven't really used a lot of guns during the campaign, so I mean, not a big deal. Alright, I guess we can speed through the end turn a little bit. We might actually finish this episode. I mean, we're only 20 minutes in now. Done. We've got 2 of 3 of the battles for Franz's objective. And we've almost finished this chapter of Sword of Justice. Alright, so I will go, Schwarzhelm announced at last. His voice had assumed its habitual tone of clipped command. Verstolin has never been wrong about these matters before. We'll divide the army. I'll ride back to Averheim with an escort, and the infantry will follow when they can. You will take the remainder of the men to Greenstead. Your forces are to head to Blackfire Pass. There is a garrison there that should have stopped this incursion before it reached the interior. Find out what happened, and above all else, make sure the gap is sealed. Only when that's done do I want to see you in the city. Do not disappoint me. Yes, sir, said Block. We will take the bulk of the foot soldiers and some of the Averlander cavalry. That's over 1,000 men, and you can resupply at Greenstead and take on reinforcements. I'll send Kraus with you and warrant documents. The rest of the men will come with me to Averland. I'll ride ahead with an advance guard. The remainder can follow on foot when they're rested. Block felt relieved. Listening to Schwarzhelm agonize over the options had not been easy. Being given a task to perform, no matter how difficult or dangerous, was far preferable to having to second-guess an outcome. Who will command the forces sent east? Schwarzhelm gave Block a shrewd look. That, at least, is something I'm clear about. I took a risk bringing you, Block, and it's been rewarded. You'll take them up to the passes. I'll speak to the captains and Kraus. You should be proud. I'm giving this army to you, Block. Use it well. You are in command. So this ends chapter 13. I don't think I'm going to start chapter 14 because there's no way we're going to finish it in time. A couple more chapters to go through, but I think you guys are on your own. You're going to have to pick up the book and finish those last couple chapters, last remaining chapters on your own, which are very good. There's really interesting, I don't want to say twist, but yeah, some very dramatic stuff happens later on in the book. And oh, look at this. These guys decided to take this settlement.
Who calls?
Alright, well, looks like we've got just enough movement to reach them with Schwarzhelm's army.
Now,
So we'll let
fight for our
Schwarzhelm
nation.
surround it.
It is war.
Oh, I've got a full garrison here.
Into
I know
battle.
they just took it.
I will marshal the band.
To the provinces.
Yes, my lord.
It's
Now-
almost back to full strength.
What?
Yeah, we should have maybe done the attack with Uther's army.
What does the Emperor bid?
Don't think we really need to bring all three of these guys up.
To war.
I think this is the end of the Wood Elves.
To arms.
But I think I will. We will fight this battle. Since we're not going to have too many more battles here in the campaign. And it's a last hurrah for the Wood Elves. Yeah, what a bloody war that was. At least the terrain here is pretty open as well. It's another one of the things that makes the Wood Elves really difficult to fight is that they're fighting them in the woods is not a whole lot of fun. They've got terrain to use. Fighting them in the open, a little bit better, a little bit easier. A little bit more manageable, I guess. But anywhere they can use their speed and their elusiveness is not particularly easy. The guns up here. We're just gonna play defensively with these guys. Ah, shit. Oh my gosh. There we go, that's the way I wanted it.
Sigmar calls. We are Sigmar's heirs.
Actually, gotta stand up front.
Ready for war. On way. It will be done.
Guys, get moving. Just try and absorb some of the fire. Try and bring the foot soldiers over here as well. Try and get some use out of them. But
Victory will be ours.
I don't think they're gonna be needed.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
think the heroes should be able to handle this more or less on their own. You guys see if you can catch this guy.
Knights! Fight for France! By the Emperor's will!
I'll be able to catch them.
Great cannon!
You guys focus on shooting them down.
Go! Knights!
How are you guys doing against these war dancers? Pull back out.
Go!
Oh, that's a couple of guys in behind here.
The power of life is mine.
Oh, you're on.
I channel fire!
Keep moving, boys. We can help out with this.
Sigma calls! Yes! Wise counsel! It will be done! Wise counsel!
Oh shit.
Ready for war! Like armorers!
Alright, I guess we're gonna have to bring you guys back and help protect our cannons here.
The winds glow hot!
We want to get out of there. Oh my gosh.
We serve the Emperor! Roar! Burn everything!
Come on, keep moving.
Seething
Get in there. Guys seem to be just staying put. Swords are finally making their way up here.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
You guys are slow.
Ready for war!
Right, yeah, well, guess
Great cannon!
wouldn't expect it to be any other way,
Sigmar!
despite having superior forces here. Superior numbers, still struggling. You guys just move up here and just keep them occupied for now.
General! It will be
Now,
done!
these tree kin are just tanky as hell.
Charge! Sir! Yes, General! Wise counsel!
Chase these guys off the field.
Sigmar!
And just like that.
Our weapons are
Anyway, it's not like losing any of the troops here
ready!
is gonna really hurt us. This army's not in any. None of these armies are under any kind of threat here.
To battle!
And more than likely, I'm just gonna disband some of these forces anyway. If I was gonna continue the campaign, I think I'd probably rebuild these armies.
Sigmar!
With the exception of the Demigryph army, the Demigryphs will probably keep in the field.
Cavalry! Ready!
Oh man. Yep, that definitely felt a lot more difficult than it probably should have been. But didn't lose any units completely. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll put all of the heroes in Schwarzhelm's army, disband these cannons, and disband the other two armies, because we really don't need them at the moment. It's a lot of heroes though. Yeah, we'll just occupy it for now.
I will marshal the men.
Rise Sigmar.
Look at this Captain Bane, level 40, not bad. Whoops.
Who calls?
Alright, so let's make some room here. We'll spend those.
Relics come. I call thee relics of power. Rise Sigmar.
And then we can disband all of these. Oops.
What? Who calls?
I believe we have to replace you. Or we can disband this army.
This will bolster the nation.
And you.
Now?
They'll be marching all right.
And for
Yes,
one more.
They'll be marching all right.
So what we can do is merge a couple of these guys.
The Empire. What?
Here and there.
Yes. The red wind blows.
Alright. So we'll just leave Schwartz on the field with that
I will marshal the men.
ridiculous looking army.
The nation
Oh, whoops.
calls.
That's not what I wanted to do. And then Grunwald, thank you very much for your services during the campaign. Good sir. Have a nice deserved rest.
Warrior of Sigmar.
Alright. It's our income up to 60,000. Not bad. Not bad at all. Probably short some will just sit there for the remainder of the campaign. So, how are we doing for time? 40 minutes. Alright, where the blazes is bronze?
Seek out the heretics. As is my right
Alright,
by
looks
Sigmar's
good.
crown.
Over here.
No peace, just war.
Son of a bitch. We're gonna have to fight this. Oh, son of a bitch, this is a siege. They got bloody freaking walls here. Alright, well that actually... I mean, we should have an easier time. With the walled settlement, the only problem is it's going to take more time. And we don't have a healing mage though. Would have been nice. I think we'll line up on this side. It looks like can't get shot at from there maybe? I'm not sure.
The battle hymns.
By Ulrich's wrath.
Ready!
Sigmar calls. By
Maybe
Ulrich's
just
wrath.
move over a little bit. I want to get shot by that cannon.
Ready to smite. For the Empire. Ready for war. Hellstorm. Pick your targets. Moving faster. Light of battle.
What do you
battle.
got for spells? Banishment.
I will not stand idle. At speed. Now.
The Empire endures.
To me, men. For Heldenhammer. For Heldenhammer.
Shoot at the wall there. What are you doing, Franz?
Roar!
Come on, man. Put yourself together.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
One of these down here.
Illuminous call. Witness the power of hate. Illumination upon them.
Ready for war.
I don't know if you guys can hit these or not. So I'll give it a try.
Blood awaits.
Light is might. Light is might.
Don't really want to bring you
Sigmar's heirs.
two up here because I don't think we're gonna do
Taking position.
terribly well on the ground on your own.
Sigmar calls. For Heldenhammer.
Doesn't seem to really get a whole lot of kills unless you overcast it, but it does take a little bit more damage when
We are Sigmar's
overcasting.
heirs. That's an order. This is my command.
The winds blow strong. Vanish.
See, when you really start to see the kills.
Illuminous calls. For Heldenhammer. Illumination upon them.
Orc boys and trolls over there.
My subjects call.
See if you guys can shoot over here too. So just speed things along, just try and get this moving along. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're able to do really any damage to Franz here. Oh, might want to back out of there. Actually, shots at this. Not mean to take control of you guys. Alright, this guy's on the walls. More or less running. Guys, come help Fonzie with that. Thank you, Wraight. Sorry, there we go. Trolls did not want to stay and fight. How the fuck did we lose 4 there? It's like we lost a couple. Oh, I know how. Friendly fire. Definitely that was an errant rocket that hit one of the cannons. Whoops. Definitely not the first time I've done that. Yikes. Alright, yeah, right. We just want to sack here and just continually sack it until we finish Franz's quest here.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Can't quite reach it.
Ulrich's will.
We might as well
I see no other
force
option.
march back to there. If that's the case. Just to get a little bit of replenishment.
Praise be to Sigmar.
Kind of wouldn't mind having him down here in this army instead of though he's level 30 and Franz doesn't really need the healing. Does have the potion of toughness as well, so should be alright without the healing for the final battle. This is not exactly the army I want to take into that, but anyway.
My axe thirsts for war.
I think these guys are going to for Crooked Fang Fork, and we've only got to do two more quests for Franz. Anyway, quickly go through another end turn here.
Welcome. How fares the Emperor in these dark?
It shall be.
By the light of the Lady.
Welcome, friends of the Dowie. I suppose.
Alright, looks good. How is the public order up here?
True servant of Sigmar.
Alright, it's actually balanced there now. -4 here. Put you there. Gets it in the positive, but we're at -5 over here. Just move them back and forth as needed.
True servant of Sigmar.
Over here things are fine.
Let us forge
Not gonna do any more building.
I am a
Just not really necessary.
cleanse the Empire. What do you require?
Oh shit. Got even more heroes here. Anyway, you guys can just hang out here.
Power within prayer. Power within prayer. What do you require?
Could always block the dwarfs if it looks like they're getting close to the settlement there, but I don't think that'll be necessary. Yeah, so I think I'm definitely going to stretch this into 2 episodes. I will do the final battle as just a one-off for the final episode. I'm pretty sure this is the last of Franz's the objectives that he needs. I hope there's not another hoop to jump through before doing this quest. Oh, Grimgore we got over there.
The Elector Counts.
40 Ragnar the Fearless.
the provinces. No peace, just war.
Oh, should be okay to auto-resolve this. Yeah, it took a little bit of damage. Nothing too crazy.
Let's go. Who calls?
Alright, so we can't sack it again this
As
turn.
is my right
I'm gonna
by
bring him
Sigmar's
back
crown.
to here.
For the wisdom
Yeah,
of
they don't
the
have enough
warrior.
movement to get there,
My axe thirsts for war.
so that's good.
Now.
There's one more victory against the Greenskins,
Yes.
and we're good to go.
We
Bring you
cannot.
over here just in case.
Forward. Seek out the heretics.
Here to serve.
Yeah, just gonna quickly end another turn. I don't think we'll have any rebellions or anything here. I just want to get this set up completely so that next episode we can just fight the battle and that'll be it. Yeah, the High Elves have really crushed the Tomb Kings out here. Yeah, that would have been a war I would not have looked forward to either, is fighting against the High Elves. That would have been almost maybe even worse than the Wood Elves. They've conquered a lot more territory. I mean, the Wood Elves are tough in their home territory, but outside of Athol Loren, they are not as difficult to deal with just because the garrisons are much smaller. But yeah, inside the forest they're really difficult to deal with. But High Elves are just a pain in the ass no matter where you fight them, pretty much. Alright, let me see here. Where's Bronzy?
Ready. In the name of Magnus. Raise your weapons.
Good stuff. Just going to occupy this time around, even though we don't really need this. Alright, good. Completed. Alright. Wait. Can't we teleport? Is that because we have no the movement?
Is it time?
Can I currently tell you character is currently garrison settlement?
By the
We
comet.
take him outside the settlement? Does that mean we can get there and do it?
The nation calls.
Alright, yeah, they're perfect. 800 to teleport. You know what? Oh, we haven't hit an hour yet. Why don't we just finish off the campaign right now? Let's do it. Are these guys getting reinforcements, or is that it? We're getting reinforcements. We're getting some orcs. Look at that. Is this it? All we're up against? I guess this... Technically, this quest is pretty early on. You're supposed to do this, like, ages ago, I believe. But, oh, we just haven't been at war with the orcs. It wasn't until very late into the campaign that we ended up at war with the orcs. I mean, we started things off fighting amongst ourselves with the other Empire factions. Managed to confederate with one or two of them. And then we fought with the vampire counts for quite a while. And then after the vampire counts, it was Chaos. Chaos and Norska. Norska was a real pain in the ass.
Now is the time,
And then the
men
Wood Elves.
of the Empire, to unite, for the orcs gather. Beyond the pass, a war boss draws to him all that is foul. An orc horde beyond imagining. As Sigmar fought, so shall we. We will become part of the legend. We will wipe the orcs from our door. And only when this is done, when our nation has healed, shall I take up Gal Maraz for Sigmar, for the Empire, for the Warhammer.
Alright. Very inspiring stuff there, Mr. Franz. What do I want to do here? What do you want to do here? Alright, well, the rocket battery is back there.
Ranged weapons ready.
And I think I'm gonna put a couple of guns over here. Actually, let's just put one of them.
State troops ready.
Just want to use this little elevation here a little bit because it'll work well with the guns.
Hand gunners.
Alright, that should be fine like that. Actually,
For
can you guys stretch
Heldenhammer.
out a little bit more? There, like so. And
State
then
troops ready.
put some swords under here to protect you guys.
Great swords.
There we go. And I think I'll actually put the cannons in behind here as well. Put another sword here.
Great swords.
Ready for war.
You two can protect. Yeah, because I don't think they can get in behind the flank there. So that'll be nice.
Great swords.
I need 3. Going to you stay in the middle
The
here.
Empire endures.
Stay over there. Oh, we do have a couple
Hand
more.
gunners.
Couple more guns. Where do I want to put them?
Great swords. The Empire endures. We are ready. Curse the foe.
Just get ready to move if need
sir.
be.
Great swords. Shield of faith.
Actually, I'm gonna put you two in the center there.
By Ulrich's wrath.
All right.
Ready for war. The winds blow strong. Warrior priest.
Guys all on guard mode.
To me, man.
All right, that looks good. Start it up. The dwarves are. Oh shit.
What?
Dwarves are waylaid.
At speed.
All right, Franzi, let's get to work.
Yes.
Yeah, if you guys could take down that thing,
Pick your
that'd be
targets.
great. And I'd like Franz to take out the Doom Diver for now.
Of battle.
You see if we can catch them.
Witness the power of Ish.
So I'm going to be over there to help out with that. Oh, Franz, shut that thing down. So the dwarves are waylaid, but I don't even. Oh, there they are. Showing up. Over there. Alright, he's down. Basically. Franz. Actually, no. Make sure they don't come back. I think they are coming back, but it's okay. Go over and help out with that. Actually, Maybe drop one of these vortexes down there. Alright, Franz, we can go over here. Yeah, so far so good. Their formation seems to be holding quite well. Come on, Franz. And we've got our reinforcements here now too. Wolf Riders, get out of here. Be careful, you've taken a bit of damage here. Oh, I got a Ragnarok spider. Franz, see if you can take that on. Actually, if you guys could target that, that would be fantastic. Yeah, I think this battle is almost over by the looks of things. Doesn't even seem fair with the orcs here, or sorry, with the dwarves here supporting us. It's gonna hurt the miners here too, but whatever. Get over there and help him, man. What are you doing? It's your Emperor. That was incredibly easy. Goodness. Oh, we still got some more coming on here. More reinforcements coming on the field. More greenskins. Let us purge the world of these brutes. Alright. No problem. Son of a bitch. Get out of here. With chariot. Anyway, pull back, let them get into the range of our guns. Ooh, mage is taking some damage. Because of... oh. Probably not the best place for me to... oh, son of a bitch, look at this shit. God damn. Get over here, Franz. Get over here, too. Damn it to hell. Every time. My god, I am terrible at protecting my artillery. You ever see me in multiplayer? Just go for my artillery. I am worse than the AI at protecting it sometimes. My goodness. Alright, now we could be facing a little bit of heat here. This flank is pretty secure. Let's get over here and try and protect these guns. Let's come back here, don't get too close to the rockets. The rockets are... Alright, I think the greenskins are just about done here. Yeah, aside from this sort of blunder here, I think we did pretty well.
Karl Franz! Great cannon! We're Sigmar's heirs! For Heldenhammer!
I don't want you guys to run off too far just in case more of them show up. What are we waiting for here? Is it just this, looks like we've got a giant over here that needs to be slain. I think everybody else, oh, we got some wolf riders coming on.
soldiers of the Empire! We serve the
Back on your
Emperor!
artillery piece. There we go. Now, my friends, is gonna do it for the campaign. I'm sorry we didn't. We're not gonna be able to continue moving forward through this. I mean, I'll double check to see if the save file is still good after the update. But even if it is, I don't know. I mean, with Empire being completely reworked, I don't see any sense of continuing the campaign because it's no longer really relevant. I mean, Empire's getting a pretty big overhaul here, so I think it's just better just to start with something new, start with something fresh, and move on with that. So I want to thank everyone for watching. I really appreciate the support that we got for the campaign. It's been a blast. I've really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed playing as Empire, and I'm looking forward to doing some more Empire campaigns in the future. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Ragnarok signing out.